Well, hello world, it's Tony here. I'm in front of the Old Rock School in Valdese, North Carolina on Sunday, July the 14th, 2013, and waiting to meet a guy named Otter. Yes, I think that's his nickname. I don't know, I've never met him before. He's bringing me some video for a project that's been put together about the Brown Mountain Lights, which is a sort of strange natural phenomena, lights that glow down in a valley in the Linville Gorge, but also maybe on the sides of Brown Mountain. Never seen those before, but Otter is bringing me 160 gigs of video to work on for examples for, I guess, a Brown Mountain Lights consortium. I get into some weird things in this world. I guess I'm just recording this video because how did I get here at this place? Living in crazy little Valdese, meeting a guy named Otter and working on a documentary about the Brown Mountain Lights. Working at a hospital, actually 4 hospitals, doing websites, videos, print design, doing hundreds, it seems like, of print design and web and video projects for freelance. It's funny how I guess I'm just recording this because I don't know, it's just my life seems kind of ludicrous sometimes when I didn't really plan to be any of what I am. This is kind of funny. Maybe it's just a little quick 3-minute video blog about how strange things turn out. I graduated in 1986 from college with an English and communications degree. Had never really used a computer very much. Didn't really care to. My degree was mostly in writing, feature writing, stories, reporting, stuff like that. And through a strange little twist and turn of events, I became a graphic designer. Maybe that's the way a lot of people, and maybe a lot of people got into graphic design the same way I did. I don't know. Did you go to school for it? It'd be cool to get people's comments. Did you actually train to be a graphic designer, web designer, video producer and editor? Sort of like I'm all that and didn't even plan to be. So that's funny little twists and turns of life. So I'm watching for the dude named Otter who's supposed to be driving some big black truck or something. It's funny to me how I guess it all started. Graduating from college and going into work originally in retail, getting some experience in with a company called Brindle's, doing hiring and stuff, and learning a bunch of HR. I was actually became sort of an HR specialist with Brindle's Corporation, which used to be like an older version of Walmart, maybe. Sold high-end jewelry though, and electronics and stuff. So it was a different sort of retail store back in the late 80s. But then left that to go to work in a community college setting as a personnel manager, actually director of personnel services at a place called Mayland Community College. So that was a strange little twist and turn. I ended up in HR. Did pretty well at that. Learned how to use a little Mac during the last end, a little Macintosh computer. The small ones were coming out there in the I guess the early 90s, late 80s. And eventually ended up working for an engineering firm, drawing maps and writing reports and stuff, and using a Mac 2 CI, learning programs like Mac Draw and PageMaker, various different word processing things and stuff for Mac. Left that job, go to work for Christian Tours, and learned how to use Quark Express and Illustrator and Photoshop. Laid out their catalogs for about 7 or 8 years and learned how to do digital video while I was there, and the web started happening there in the mid-90s, or maybe it was the late 90s. So sort of through necessity, working for a travel company, a big travel company. It had like 40-some buses there and went all over the world really, but did a lot of tours in the United States. Got to travel a lot on that job, but I was kind of their second in command person there in the graphics department under a guy named Dan Laney, who taught me a lot of design design basics. That led then to the job I'm in now, where 12 years of working in hospital marketing, where I've got to do a lot of commercials, interesting stuff, shoot a lot of surgeries, you know, a lot of trying to promote healthcare, which is a tough gig, believe it or not. You see hospital ads and stuff on television all the time, and you know, how do you make one hospital or one hospital services look better than another one? It's tough, it's a challenge, and that's what I'm kind of up against very often. But then the whole time that was all going on since the early 90s, the whole freelance thing started happening, which has been a strange little gig in itself. That's where I've probably done my most interesting work, is doing just a bunch of graphic design, video, web design, illustrations, billboards, and some writing and editing, but mostly just a ton of digital video and web design and print design, catalogs and stuff for other people. And so this project I'm waiting to, you know, to meet the guy about is a continuation of all that. It's just fun for me to talk through some of this. It's funny to me what a strange little life I seem to lead now as I head into, soon I'll be in my 50s. I don't know. It's just not what I thought was going to happen. You know, I don't really know if I had any clue what was going to happen, what I was going to be. I'm sort of the result of a person that just let life happen. And so that's kind of a cool thing. I can't say that it's been bad. There have been some strange little twists and turns in it. But it'd be interesting to hear anybody that wants to just watch a silly little blog about life and the twists and turns of life. What have you got to say about it? What has happened in your life? Was it something you designed? Did you just know what you wanted to be and then you went out and you did it and you became that? Or has life been a surprising little twist and turn of events that made you something without you even knowing what that was going to be? That's definitely what's happened in my life. Gee whiz. So it looks like it's 3:30 according to the clock tower here in Valdese. Okay. That kind of jarred me awake. I'm here at the old rock school. There's a thing called the Constitution tree. I've never noticed this before. Planted September 19th, 1987, Valdese Arbor Beautification Committee. So this is a pretty good sized tree now. I'm guessing that's probably 18, 20 inches in diameter now. It's an oak, very straight up oak. Cool. Love that big oak tree over there. So folks, I hope Otter shows up and brings me this video I'm supposed to edit, and maybe I'll let you meet him. I was hoping he'd drive up by now. So sweet. That's my video little intimate moment for July the 12th, 2013. Yeah. Okay, so folks, this is the guy Otter that I've been waiting to meet.
How's it going?
Otter, do you work for Beanstalk Journey?
Yes, I absolutely do. I've been with them for about 2 years now. I do a little side work with the Beanstalk builders. Enjoy it very much.
Ah, so you help build the parks and stuff then too?
Yes, that's a big bonus in my life I get to do.
Did you know you were going to get interviewed today?
I was dressed a little bit nicer.
But it says Beanstalk zip lines on there, but folks, check out Beanstalk. I guess it's beanstalkbuilders.com, right? I think that's the website. Yep. That's the one that I help build and design. And you guys build like massive tree houses and zip line parks and bridges and I mean all kinds of stuff, right?
Absolutely. We are aerial adventure courses is our #1 goal right now. We're just building big toys for big kids to have fun on. It's great. You're going to step out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself.
Yeah.
We got quite several opportunities for
and
that.
it is awesome. I mean, man, you guys have done like, did you help them with the project in West Virginia?
No,
I did on that one.
I worked on the Camp Harrison project.
Camp Harrison project, yeah.
The first beanstalk forest that we actually built.
Oh, okay. And so I think I've got a little bit of video that Mike had shared with me. Well, so do you shoot video and edit it too?
I try to. It's a little bit of a hobby of mine. Yeah. But unfortunately, my machinery is not up to date right now. Yeah. And with Mike and his several gigs of footage,
oh, he's got a lot of demands, doesn't he?
It's hard to keep up with that.
Well, so. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I just wanted to meet you because my wife meet a guy named, so your real name's not Otter though.
No, it's not. It's Beaver. No, I'm just...
Dude, you're a nut. What is your name really?
My name's Lindsey Browning.
Lindsey Browning?
Yep.
Well, how'd you get the name Otter?
Well, that's a long story. You're going to have to buy me a dinner for it. Let's say it has something to do with water and the way I swim.
Okay, he swims like an otter. He's sort of like long and angular there. If he had a big long tail that can swish around, that would be...
Yeah, you'll need the fish out.
All right. So met Otter here at Old Rock School in Valdese. Otter, you can check this out on Tony Lee Glenn on YouTube. If you don't mind me putting your interview on.
As long as you show my good side.
I started a little intimate thoughts video a while ago because I was staying here waiting. I said nothing else to do. All kinds of stuff I could be doing for my video blog, which is usually about gardening and hiking and stuff like that. I said, but here's what's really interesting. I'm in Valdese, North Carolina, in front of the Old Rock School, waiting to get video about the Brown Mountain Lights from a dude named Otter. That's just one of those how did I get here kind of moments.
Only in North Carolina.
All right, brother, I'll let you go. Cool to meet you.